In this module, we're going to talk about sheet metal. So we're going to go ahead and create a new part here. Alright, so we want to locate our part. This is the top plane here. Just press normal 2. So we can see here we're looking at the top. So let's go ahead and start out the rectangle. We'll put 12 here. And 6 here. And then let's go ahead and go here. That's fine. Let's go ahead here. This is the sheet metal bar right here. This is where all our tools are for sheet metal. So this is what gives us our thickness. So we're going to apply the sheet metal. And we're going to go ahead and just do 1/4 inch. Okay. Now this here, you can check this if you want to reverse the direction. You can see how the metal switches. So the metal's on the top, and then we click that off, the metal's on the bottom. Alright, now this K factor is basically for your bends. Have it a really small number. That'll be for sharp bends. When we get into rolled items, we'll do 0.5. So that brings the neutral axis to the middle for our rolled items. So we're going to just go ahead and apply this. Say OK. Now we're going to add some tabs to this, some flanges. Alright. Now we can choose the point of reference. So we'll go ahead and put 5 inches here. Now this will be from the back side, or this will be from the front. We'll go ahead and do it from the back. So OD of 5 inches. Alright. Now this here, you can see where the dashed line is. This is going to set our metal outside if we select this point, or this we'll put our metal on the inside. So you can see it puts it to the inside. Go ahead and hit this one. You can see how it puts it to the outside. And then if you needed additional metal, we can select this other option here. And let's see, offset. Click your offset button, and then you can put like, if we put like 5 inches, you can see how much metal. So we have additional metal there. So we're just going to go with this outside offset, and then you can choose a side. You can actually choose additional sides here as well. So we'll go ahead and do 3 and hit OK. Alright, so there we have 3 sides. And if we want to just look and see what that looks like in the flat, we can drop this menu down, and this is our first body that we have here. So flat pattern 1. We can right click on that and go hit unsuppress, because right now it's suppressed because we're building the model. So hit unsuppressed, and then that shows us our flat pattern. So we can view it, see if we like it, see how it lays out. Sometimes you get errors, so it's good to be able to check that. So we'll go ahead and back and suppress that. Let's go ahead and add another flange here. Alright. Alright, so we can kind of drag this out. I'll show you another feature here where you can kind of customize this. On this one, in the properties we have it set to a default radius of this value right here, so we can override that just by unchecking this. And let's just go 0.5 inches. So you can see the radius there. Alright, and then the other thing that we can do, if we need to, is edit the flange profile. So this will allow us to customize the sketch. So you can see this black sketch here, it's not totally defined because we haven't defined it yet. You can define it here if you want. So you can actually put a dimension on it. Okay. So, and that's basically, I'm using some shortcuts here on my keyboard, but it's a smart dimension. So that's what that is. You can put 5 here. But you can also, what you can do is pick these points and drag them. So if we want to come off 5 inches, or let's say 4. Alright, so now we've kind of adjusted our features here. And then we can just hit finish. Alright, so it automatically puts a relief in here for us. Let's go back in here and look at that relief. So we can do a custom relief type. We have obround, rectangle, and tear. So let's just look at the obround here. See if that'll come up for us. Let's do get it to a size so we can see it. There we go. So you can kind of see that relief type there. Rectangular, just a rectangular relief. So we'll do that. Alright, so there you can see the relief. Another thing here, let me show you. We have this set to flange length is blind. We can go up to a vertex on this. So we can should be able to pick this point over here. Okay, so what we did is we defined it in the sketch. So we need to come back here and just delete this dimension. So if you've had it defined there, you can't change it. So let's go ahead and edit this again. And then we'll go up to vertex. There we go. Now this kind of came in and merged. No, that wasn't what I wanted. So let's see, up to vertex, we have to have the box selected. There we go, now it's up to the vertex. So this should throw an error. Yep, see how it threw an error here? And the reason for that is when you bring one piece of metal up into another and it touches and doesn't have any sort of gap in here, the computer doesn't like that, so it says the part intersects itself. So that's one of the little fidgets with SolidWorks, is it'll throw a little error, but it should still flatten. See, it still flattens, so it intersects, so it's kind of a warning, hey, something's intersecting here, but sometimes it'll flatten, sometimes it won't. If you have a problem with it not flattening, you can come in here and you can set your dimension just off from that, or we can use this feature and then do an offset, a really small offset. So that should take the error away. Yeah, so that took the error away. That was offset a little bit more than I wanted it to. Oh yeah, put our radius. It's because we have a radius in there. Let's say that should work right there. Yep, so see, there you go. We added that offset in there. That solved our problem. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this on a drawing sheet and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so we can actually leave this suppressed. Let's put this as the front. So if I make drawing from part, click on File, Make Drawing from Part. So it's going to want us to save our part anytime before we insert into a drawing. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just name this. Alright, so I have some formats in here. I'm just going to pick this one. Alright, and we can either do the current view or top view. Let's just go ahead and do the current view. So we put that in. And if you go over here to the drawing tab here, view the palette, it brings it back out. And you can select another view if you want. Or we want to select a flat pattern. Alright, so you can see it brings in the bend details. So let's go ahead and bring this down in scale. So you see scale here. Use custom scale. It's a little too small. Let's do something like that. And then let's just rotate this. Alright, so let's go ahead and move this over here. So we can see it brings in all our bends, and then you can see the radius, how the radius is 0 on this one and 1/2 inch on this one. So, and then from here you can dimension your part as you choose. And dimension your bend lines so that fabricator will know where to bend it. So you can do the same on this. These are a little bit large for this sheet. We can just drop this down in size. There we go. You can separate it with a line, sketch line in there if you want. And then just put flat pattern and form. This you can add more views. Projected view. So if you want more details on the drawings and how to set up your drawings and do drawings, go ahead and look at the drawing video. Alright, well that pretty much sums it up for this initial part of the sheet metal. Alright, thanks.